Welcome to our video on how to make chicken feed. A while ago, we decided to start making our own chicken feed, and we wanted to share our recipe with you. This feed was intended for an all flock. We do have adult males and adult laying females. This is not for young ones or grower chicks. Something I really appreciated about our mix was that you can adjust things as you need. If you want more calories in the winter, or if you're looking for a boost of anything, you can change your mixture. You don't just have to rely on whatever is made and that's what you got. We were very conservative when we first bought our first set of ingredients with the quantity, because we weren't sure if this would work or if we would need to adjust things later. So there's endless possibilities. This is just the basis of what you can start with, and then it allows room for cheaper feed the more you buy also. We bought just under 200 pounds worth of feed that we then mixed together, and we used about 3 bins full to do the mixing, along with lids to keep everything covered, safe, and fresh and clean. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So we determined for our feed that we would need we chose to do all organic ingredients. You can choose not to do organic, and that would actually lessen the cost also of the feed. We did whole oats, Milo, sorghum. We did kelp, sesame seeds, organic whole peas, and a chicken wheat. I'll go more into detail of what each one of those were and why we picked it also. Big shout out to my husband for helping me do the calculation of the protein to make sure that we were getting enough protein and not too much, not too little for our flock. We were able to get most of our ingredients through Azure Standard. You can check them out at azurestandard.com. They have a large array of organic ingredients, non-GMO ingredients, and they really pride themselves on their freshness and their standards of the way they do business. Okay, let's go over each ingredient. We bought 50 pounds of sorghum Milo at 9% protein for $23.09. We purchased a 30-pound bag of organic oats, whole oats, for 12% protein at $16.46. We did the kelp organic also. We just did a 5-pound bag this time, 6%. $12.41. Sesame seeds, 5-pound bag for $15.05. We did the white hold at 4% protein. Also, the whole peas, 19.6% protein, 50 pounds of that for $27.72. And then also the chicken wheat, which was a red and white wheat for 50 pounds, organic. $21.78 with a 12% protein. Okay, so for our first mixing of the bags, we used all of our ingredients except we only used half of the whole peas. We only used 25 pounds of that. And then we also only used half of the oats. So we used 15 pounds of oats instead of the 30 pounds, which I've shown here. So that gave us the protein percentage of 17.71% protein. if we went ahead and did the 50 pounds of Milo, 15 pounds of oats, 5 pounds of kelps, 5 pounds of sesame seeds, 25 pounds of whole peas, and then the 50 pounds of the chicken wheat. We picked these ingredients out for a few different reasons. We just wanted to make sure we had a well-rounded feed, which also noted on the bottom here, we did not buy oyster shell. We actually already had some, but you can pick that up. Small quantities were 5 pounds for $7. And we actually don't mix it in with our feed. We put it on the side in like a side bowl so that they can pick at it if they want it. And then our roosters then don't have to eat it in their feed also. We also have grit that we already had. 25-pound bag was, I think, under $10. So also not too costly. And we were only mixing in a couple cupfuls for our entire feed mixture that we did this time. So that should last a really long time. The reason why we chose some of these ingredients, the Milo sorghum was similar to corn, but it had a higher protein and a higher fat in it. We decided to stay away from corn. We just felt like it was empty calories with not a lot of nutritional value. The kelp is full of vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and carbs. Very stinky, but very important. Oats were high in fiber. We did the oat hulls because they also said that helps reduce any pecking or any picking on each other, which we don't experience, but we thought that would be a good idea. Keep them on the right path. Sesame seeds were for the vitamin B and protein, your minerals, antioxidants, and your healthy fats. And the whole peas were protein and energy, and then the wheat was higher in protein than a corn, so we went with that chicken wheat that was available. So after we did the calculations, we did end up having to spend about $9.90 for shipping, which we thought was pretty low and fair for everything that we had gotten. We ended up spending around $104.32 for about 150 pounds of feed that we actually used for this mix. We still have 25 pounds left of peas to use for the next batch, and also 15 pounds of oats to also still use for the next batch. We also have our oyster shell and our grit, so we won't have to reorder all of these items to go ahead and make our next round. So we determined that we could approximately do this for about 69-70 cents per pound, which is great for organic. We also determined that if we ordered in larger quantities, we'll be getting more discounts. We ordered the smallest amount of quantities that we almost could for each option we have, but now we know we can get more and then save more. And lastly, you can make this double, if not triple, if you look into fermenting a feed. Could make this go even further. Overall, we are extremely happy with this. We feel like our chickens get full. We feel like they don't eat as much. We feel like they're excited to eat. And we're extremely thrilled with the fresh ingredients, the whole ingredients, the way it comes packaged. We're sold. We're happy. So we will be making our own chicken feed, definitely. And we'll be sharing any tips that we've continue to learn with everybody that we can, and encourage everybody to go ahead and try to make your own chicken feed. What I love most about this is that you can change your recipe. If you want to add corn, if you want to be non-organic, you can adjust these to adjust the price and make it work for you guys. Okay, well, I had so many details to cover. I think I covered it all. I appreciate everybody being patient. I had a couple requests to go ahead and share my recipe, and I just couldn't figure out a quick way of doing it. There was too much information to share and too many steps to explain it all. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot.